Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have a sovereign citizen in court who has to be the most confused sovereign citizen idiot of all time. But one thing he's not confused about is where he's going to be sleeping for the next few months. So let's begin.
Good afternoon. Your name, sir?
David Walker.
Yeah, it looks like he has two files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up two cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case, Mr. Walker. You failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
Say for sure, sir.
Well, regardless of your confusion, I can tell you exactly that you weren't where you needed to be, which was in a Kansas courtroom.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
I don't know. Maybe he would get you out of jail, have your case dismissed, reduce the charges being brought against you, or one of many things that a licensed attorney who practices law for a living could do for you that you couldn't do for yourself.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear. And on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver. And the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right, can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There
Yeah.
is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case?
Yeah, you're the defendant in the case. The orange jumpsuit, lack of freedom of movement, and temporary residence at the Gray Bar Motel should have been a dead giveaway. But like I've said, he's the most confused dumbass ever.
There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct? The crime that I'm accused of, there is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your three charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct? No victim in the crime. no victim.
You can repeat it over and over, but it's not going to change the facts. The people of the state of Kansas are the victims of your crimes. The easiest way to explain this to anyone who's confused about who the victims are is to give them a real simple scenario. 364 days out of the year, you can speed 100 miles per hour through a school zone, and there may never be a victim. But on that 365th day, you may not see that kid crossing the crosswalk. The purpose of these laws is to mitigate the possibility that that 365th day doesn't become a reality for an innocent person.
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
the state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
I guess there's one thing that he's not confused about, and that's how to make his life harder on himself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you. And that if you can't afford to hire one, one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why are we playing a game?
in front of me on
I'm asking questions. I'm really asking questions.
October.
Trying to understand.
You lack enough ripples on your brain to understand that what you are facing are serious crimes, especially the possession of methamphetamine. And your room temperature IQ isn't doing you any favors either.
Mr. Walker, your case is being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself. And that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket, October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I wouldn't be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
You mean like a free lawyer?
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm not sure what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right, I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like you failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Walker, you are excused. Thank you.
Great. The judge just used the word recess. Now the defendant's going to be confused about when he gets to go outside and play in the dirt. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I know it was a short one, but I'm currently still on vacation in Europe, Romania to be specific, so my access to new material is kind of limited. If you'd like me to cover any videos, whether they be Karen videos, sovereign citizen videos, court videos, or even flat earth videos, feel free to email them to me. So if you liked today's video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.